Well, good afternoon and welcome to today's Business Chat segment. We'll be talking matters real estate. Today in the studio we have Rita Oyer, who will be just giving us perspectives in the property market. Just to start us off, the trend is that we are seeing more couples buying house. How true is this?
That is, as per the last research for homeowners, what was discovered was homes are bought by either institutions or individuals. The previous trend has been that in the individual sector, more than 60% were owned by men. However, what we have seen is an increased trend where up to 20% of homes are now being owned by couples. And in the individual sector, that the 60% that was previously owned by men has dropped to about 40%, and now we have 20% women also owning homes, which is a very big improvement in a very short period of time.
Let's go into the key issues surrounding the real estate sector. There's been a lot of hue and cry about the high interest rates. Perhaps, has this changed over time? Are we seeing more people taking up mortgages? And is the issue of the building costs still a big issue?
Cost of housing is high, and mortgage rate is one of the reasons why homes are expensive. Yeah, I cannot necessarily say that cost of materials is high, but you see, when the cost of money is high, then cost of everything is high. So in terms of looking forward, the best recommendation would be, for example, if I live in a home, I pay my rent of maybe between 80 to 100,000. But if I skip to now wanting to buy that same home, I pay a mortgage of about 300 to 400,000, which does not really motivate me towards owning that home. Yeah. So yes, we have seen the cost of mortgages higher from an average of about 60,000 per month to about 150,000 per month. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at the same issue, there have been several attempts to try and bring down the rates. Unfortunately, not each and every bank has taken that step. Why are banks still holding back, in your view?
I would say this in reference to what I've heard from the banking industry. I think it's an issue of how a home is valued, because when a developer puts up a property and the cost of putting up that property is, say, 2 million, and they decide to sell it at 5 million, and the bank is supposed to finance you at 5 million, then that gives the bank a bit of a challenge in how to value this property at 5 million when the real value of that property is 2 million. So that's why you'll find banks like the financiers like S&L are trying to have integrated system where they give you a mortgage, okay, a development, whatever facility, but also link you up to service providers who they have negotiated rates with. Then probably that makes more sense for the bank, because now they can assess the property at its real value, not at an inflated value. And we have seen financiers like S&L trying to put together those
team up with various institutions.
Yes, team up with various suppliers. Yeah.
And finally, what's the way forward in terms of getting cheaper housing? Earlier on, my colleague Edith Kimani mentioned that she might be getting married soon. And it's all because you mentioned that we're seeing a trend where couples are coming up to buy property together. Yes.
The solution would be in innovation. And one of the things that really excites me in the market is seeing people like Duma Cement, who give you a scientifically integrated product. And you also see the prefabrications like what Koto Housing is doing. You know, cost could be an issue of time, or it could be an issue of material. So if I'm putting up a property, I have taken my facility, and because a certain supplier can give me a prefabricated material, and it goes up in 3 months, instead of me having to wait for 6 months for me to start getting returns of my investment. From the same research that we have in the market, more than 75% of people who buy property actually buy to lease it out. They don't buy and own. So which means if we can cut time between them getting the facility and having the product up, so that they can start getting returns, then it has helped them. So for us, the trick is in innovation And yes, we have to applaud people like Duma Cement and Koto Housing for the prefabs and the excellent products they're putting in the market. And we keep talking to the banks, because if the central bank is really lowering rates, then everyone should be part of the solution of making houses more affordable. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Rita, for your insights. Well, you've heard it that the property market is quickly changing, and right now we're crossing over to Edith Kimani for more news.